G'day again, heroes. It's been a while since we looked at recovery. So that's what today is all about. I've got a mobility move for you, and this is perfect if you've been sitting a lot lately, which most of us have. Our hips can get pretty locked up and tight when we sit for too long. Throw this move in the mix and you'll be on your way to feeling better and moving more freely in no time. There's a couple of levels to this one, guys. Not everyone is going to be able to do all of them just yet, and that's perfectly fine. Yet is a really great word for anything related to mobility. Movement is a skill, and to get good at any skill, you have to practice. Don't worry if you can't do it all today. Do what you can, and then see if you can improve on that tomorrow, or next week, or next month. Done is better than perfect here, guys. Let's have a look at our 90-90 hip drill. The reason we call it a 90-90 hip drill is because the starting point, you have 90 degrees in your knees and 90 degrees in your knees here, and 90 degrees in your hips as well. So 90 degrees everywhere you look when you're down here, and you're sitting back on your hands and you're simply keeping your feet in the same position, and they're pointing over that way now. You're going to switch so as they're pointing this way. So knees pointing this way, feet stay in the same position. You're sitting back on your hands for now, and this is level one. Switching gently from side to side. That might be enough for some of us, and that's perfectly fine. Switching side to side, that's going to be good for you. It's a movement that we're not used to. So if that's enough, leave it there. If you want to try level 2, then take your hands off the ground, sit up nice and tall, and switch from side to side without the use of your hands. Feet stay in the same position, stay nice and tall. We don't want to collapse over here. Side to side without the use of your hands is level 2. If you want to take it to the next level, at this point, you're going to try and pop up. And this is where we really get to open the hips up. So you're squeezing this glute and you're pushing your hips forward. And you should get a nice stretch in the front of your right hip here, if you're on your right knee. And if you lift your right hand up, you'll get even greater stretch all the way through this right side. Sitting back down into level 2, switching over, popping up into level 3 and tucking your bum and pushing your hips forward and reaching up and getting a nice stretch all the way down your left hand side this time. Nice, deep, slow breathing, ideally through your nose. And sitting back down. If you want to take it to the next level, once you're in this position, level 4, and this is as far as we're going to go today. You're going to have to look at my backside for a minute. Switch around, foot out to the side, nice and tall here, so we're stretching the left hip, and then you're sitting back down and stretching the right adductor under here, the inner thigh. So up, pushing your hips forward, stretching your left hip, sitting back and getting your right adductor in here. And then sitting back up, spinning back around, back to level 3, arm up, level 2, sit down, relax. Let's look at level 1 through to level 4 on the other side, or level 2. This is level 2. Use your hands if you need to, it's perfectly fine. Do what you can. You'll get a little bit better every time you try it. Pop up, level 3. Push this hip forward, not too far, don't overextend it, we don't want pain, just want to stretch. Lift up that arm to get the challenge, and then we're going to go to level 4 now, spinning around, foot out to the side, stretching the right hip here, right glute squeezed, pushing your hips forward, and then sitting back and stretching your adductor in the left leg this time. Right hip, left adductor, inner thigh, and back down to level 3, level 2, and level 1. I will show you what it looks like without talking, so as you don't have to listen to me yelling at you, and I'll show you from start to finish. And 90-90 hip drill, your version of it, done. Hopefully you do that on a recovery day, in a stretching session, while you're watching TV at night, on the hour, every hour, however you want to fit that into your day, guys. Basically, the more you do it, the better you feel. I'll leave it in your capable hands. Listen to your bodies, you know it better than anybody else. And I will see you next video. Have fun.